If you are wondering what to make for lunch or dinner and you have some potatoes laying around the kitchen, try out making this Maru Bhajia, which is a Kenyan classic, and it turns out crispy, flavorful, and very delicious. You're going to get started by peeling and washing your potatoes until clean. Once the potatoes are clean, you're going to be slicing your potatoes into round shape, just like this. So I have 3 potatoes over here, and I'm going to be showing you the size that you're going to be peeling your potatoes. You're going to pick a sharp knife and lay your potato on one side, just like this. And then you're going to cut the potatoes into medium sized round shape, just like this. This is a medium size. It is not large and it is not too thin because we're not making crisp. This is what I'm talking about. You can see how thin the potato is. As you chop up the potato, watch over your fingers because you're using a sharp knife. Once you're done chopping your potatoes into round shapes just like this, you're going to wash for around 2 times until the water runs clear. That is to get rid of the excess starch. Once your potatoes are nice and clean, you're going to pick your mixing bowl, and you're going to add in 1 cup of garam flour. If you can't get garam flour, you can use all-purpose flour. Next, you're going to add in corn flour. That is 3 tablespoons of corn flour. Add in half a teaspoon of turmeric, salt enough to season your bhajias. Add in some cayenne powder, 1 crushed chili, and 4 cloves of crushed garlic, and coriander. You're going to mix everything until fully combined. Once everything is fully combined, you're going to add in your chopped up potatoes into the bowl. You're going to use your hands or a spoon to mix in the potatoes together with the dry ingredients, and then you're going to let this sit for around 15 minutes. I added in 3 tablespoons of cornstarch to the recipe because the cornstarch is going to help the Maru Bhajia to be crispy on the outside. Also, I added in some fresh chilies together with cayenne because I wanted to add a Swahili twist to the Maru Bhajias. That is by making the bhajias a little bit spicy. Once you're done coating the potatoes with the dry ingredients, this is how the potatoes are going to be looking like. So you're going to let this sit for around 15 to 30 minutes so that the potatoes can soak in all those nice flavors. Also, because I added in some salt, it's going to help the potatoes to drain water. Hence, you're going to have a very lovely paste to fry up or to coat your potatoes with. If you're in a hurry, you can add in around 3 tablespoons of water and let this sit for around 15 minutes, and then you can fry up the Maru Bhajia. After 30 minutes, this is how your potatoes are going to be looking like, and as you can see, they're slightly covered in a very nice light butter. The reason being, I waited for around 30 minutes so that the potatoes could drain water because I added in salt, hence the very light butter. So as I said, if you are in a hurry, you can add in around 3 tablespoons of water and let it sit for around 15 minutes so that the potatoes can drain off even more water so that you can have a very lovely taste for your bhajias. So the next step is to fry my bhajias. So you're going to place a deep frying pan over high flame and add in cooking oil enough to fry your bhajias. Wait for the oil to get ready, and once the oil is hot, you're going to insert a skewer. If you notice bubbling around the skewer or toothpick, your oil is ready to fry your bhajias. I'm a huge lover of potatoes. That means that I have lots of potato recipes. For example, I have a bhajia recipe, which is also a Kenyan classic, and you can check out how to make bhajia up here or in the description box for the full recipe. Once the cooking oil is ready, you're going to use your hands and drop in the slices of potato into the hot oil. If your oil is a little bit too hot, you can reduce the flames to medium and let the oil cool down before placing in your potatoes. Once you place in your potatoes, you're going to fry for around 1 to 2 minutes, and in between you're going to use your skimmer and flip the potatoes as they're frying so that they can cook on all sides. Avoid overcrowding your pan because the Maru Bhajias are going to turn out soggy. That is, they are going to sip in a lot of oil and hence they are going to be soggy. So just add in enough potatoes to fry so that they can crispen up. Remember, we added in some cornstarch, which is also going to help us crispen up the Maru Bhajias. I'm going to check on my potatoes and flip so that they can cook up and crispen up. Once the potatoes are crispy on the outside, you're going to use a skimmer and shake off the excess oil. And then you're going to place in a plate lined with kitchen paper towel so that the bhajias can drain off the excess oil. Place in my next round. The difference between Maru Bhajias and the regular bhajias that you usually have at home is that Maru Bhajias are made by sprinkling the dry ingredients on the potatoes and letting the potatoes sit for around 30 minutes so that the potatoes can drain water. Hence, you'll have a paste to coat the potatoes. While the regular bhajias are made by mixing the dry ingredients with some water, making a paste that is used to coat the potatoes so that you can deep fry. That is the difference. Also, as you have seen, you can add in some cayenne powder or some fresh chilies to Maru Bhajias, while the regular bhajias are just made with no chili. Yes. My second round of Maru Bhajias are ready. And you'll notice some red speckles of cayenne powder. Oh, definitely this is going to be so good. My Maru Bhajias are ready and they're looking just amazing. I love how they have turned out. The outside is coated with a very thin butter, which has made the Maru Bhajias very crispy. Also, as I've said earlier, you can notice some speckles of red color that is from the cayenne powder, and the Maru Bhajias are slightly spicy. So the recipe is just perfect. If you're not used to having anything spicy, this is just perfect because the chili is not standing out, but you can maybe add in some more cayenne and make the Maru Bhajias super spicy. So this is a recipe worth trying, and I've really enjoyed making this recipe, and it's going to be delicious because I've already had around 5. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll be trying out this very easy potato recipe that has turned out super amazing and delicious.